I happen to be in Harris Teeter's, and you got Washington D.C. police officer in here. He claiming he doing a lot of overtime. They used to have a security guard company called iHire. They was an SPO company. So, you know, hey, he said they got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? All I know, everywhere I go, now if he ain't the one, then so be it. They been fucking with me like shit. If I go to Southeast, they there. If I'm in here, they go there. I saw Officer a month ago, unmarked, sitting out here. And then when I got him on camera, he tried to dip off. Now, he had a classic car, but he had police officer name tag on the front dash. They been fucking with me like shit ever since they assaulted me in my fucking apartment building, man. And this same guy works at my apartment building. And then he's working where I go get barber equipment at. And I saw him when I walked over there, the SPO over there. It's wild in that area, but I saw him whisper to him like, watch that guy, this, and that. And then not only just him, his buddies be doing shit to me, following me, harassing me. I come from out of this area one time, and then they come out of nowhere and try to close me in. But then he say he don't understand and he don't know nothing about it. They know I fucking come here to go shopping, but he don't know shit about it. Now he got a motherfucking Spanish dude acting all weird, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I got every right to walk this way. They acting all weird, talking to him, because that's supposed to be his co-worker. Yeah, tell him how you work in the project building and how your people beat me up. Now, you might not know nothing about that, but you an officer. Y'all been fucking with me, harassing me. You got an officer inside the project building. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know. You do know what I'm talking about. Of course you gonna say that. Of course you gonna say that. How you doing, me, man? You not in Southeast? What you talking to your what you talking to your co-workers for about me then? Why you ain't still checking around the perimeter? Because I'm done. You done? You done? Yeah. You're making a lot of unnecessary. I ain't making unnecessary nothing. They don't know what y'all be about, man. Y'all be following people with GPS signal for no reason. Y'all been doing it to me. What's GPS? GPS on your smartphone. Without a warrant. Y'all been doing it. They ain't gotta believe it. Their life is not. How you don't know my name and you work in my apartment building? You don't work in my apartment complex? Y'all all talk. You know which floor I live on. Y'all all talk. I ain't never had no issue from you. I came in one time. It wasn't him, but I came in from entering the building. His co-workers on the day that he off came right on my building floor, and you know they could be walking and whatever. So he saw me, and then I'm telling him something. Excuse me now. And then what happened was this. So I'm buying something. I'm buying something. I'm buying something. I'm buying something. Nah, you was messing with me. I'm buying something. Well, then you need to go ahead and buy something. I'm about to buy something. Okay, go ahead and buy something. That's all. Don't get mad because he's following and harassing me, sir. You don't make a scene here. I'm not making a scene. He's harassing me. I'm gonna tell you one more time. I'm about to go, but he's harassing me, Mr. Nasser. What's your full name? What's your full name, sir? Brother. He wants you. Nah, sir. He wants you. I'm about to buy something. I came in to be a customer. Sir, I'm about to buy something. Go ahead and buy something. You ain't gotta be like that just cause I'm telling him something. Go ahead and buy something. That's it, man. Let's go buy something. Man, you trying to show your authority, man. You in America, man. You don't know what's going on. Just cause you're a citizen now, man. You can't do that to me. I'm gonna write you up for that. No, I can shop here. I'm a customer. I come here every day to shop. I'm about to buy something. He just said I could buy something. So you going to call him because I can buy something? He just said I could fucking buy something. You going to call him? He wants you out the store. He's a manager. He just said I could buy something just now. He wants you out the store. He's a manager, so you gotta leave the store. Man, he just said I could buy something, man. You gotta leave the store. 6389. You was causing too much of a commotion. I ain't causing no commotion, man, because you keep following me and shit, man. You got my badge number, dude, but you gotta leave. What's your badge number then? You already got it. You wrote it down. Right? Say it again. 243. You want to record it? 243. It don't matter. Okay, you forcing me out. I'm about to buy some food. Forcing you out. Come on. 243 what? And I need his name. I need his name too, so I can write corporate. You can't do that to people. It's the Harris Teeter. No, I need the manager's name. His name is Nasir. You go down the stairs. Like in the building. What's with that brown short hair? Man, y'all some punks, man. Y'all harassing folks, man. Nah, y'all harassing folks, man.
You came in here.
Nah, you harassing folks, man. You harassing folks, man. No, y'all harassing folks, man. This same officer keep following me. Him and his buddies, man. They be following me. They be harassing me. They be following my GPS signal and everything. I'm walking. I got the right to buy something if I want. I got the right to fucking buy something if I fucking want, man. They kick me out because I'm saying what he do and his buddies do. Now he say he not with it. If that's true, let it be true. They be following me. They be following my smartphone GPS without a warrant. He works at my building. What you working at the building and you working here too? And then when I go for my barbering equipment, you working over there in Southeast. Oh, I'm working everywhere. Whatever, man. That's bullshit, man. I'm working everywhere. That's bullshit, man. They been harassing me, man. They been really harassing me, man, and I'm tired of it. That's why when I saw him, he said, hey, what's up? That's why I said something to him. I got the little bit on camera of what I said afterwards. I didn't get to say what I said in the beginning. I said, man, why y'all keep following and stuff? I don't know. Of course they gonna say I don't know. Then at the end, it was a American Indian manager. He see me all the time come in and shop. I come periodically. Then he gonna say, leave, you ain't buying. I said, I'm about to buy something right now. I said, why is he talking to your coworker about me? Why they not closed yet. He didn't walk around none of the other area of the store to see what's going on in the store. He just sat right there and he started saying something to me. And you got black folks, man, cooning, man. Just cause they cooning, they sit there, say little stuff and all that, man. If it ain't your business, it ain't your business, man. You don't know what I'm going through with the property manager. Jewish, racist ass Jewish man own the building, be having them fuck with blacks, man, because they hate blacks, man. It's true, man. Y'all don't know what I go through. Now, if it wasn't him, it was damn sure his partner. I came into my building one day. This is like off the subject, but I came in to my building. As soon as I come in, the police officer started doing his rounds on my floor. So, you know, I'm inside. I heard something open the door. They been having some burglaries at my unit. So I opened the door. I said, oh, it's an officer. I said, my fault, officer. I heard something. He said, all right. When I opened the door, I smelled weed. I smelled weed. It was coming from the lady house across the street. I smelled weed. He didn't say nothing. He ain't writing his report or nothing. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with me, but he ain't do that. But then when I come outside and leave, an officer, I went to a certain area. They was on a block right there following me. Once I left and came back out to go to the store, they was on a particular block following me. Man, they fucking with people, man. You working everywhere that I happen to be? Nah, that's a hell of a coincidence, man. That's a hell of a coincidence, man. And then the Indian guy said, oh, you gotta leave, you gotta go. What the hell? I'm coming to buy something. He keep talking to co-workers about me. Won't he just go ahead about his, if you ain't do nothing, why you ain't walk around the store and start guarding it? That's why, man, the police don't, I mean, maybe they do protect folks if this is not happening to you. And if you're white, like look at all these white motherfuckers. These white motherfuckers not having this happen to them, so they're able to shop freely. They fuck with me, so I wasn't able to shop freely. I wasn't able to shop freely. They fucking with me and shit. I wasn't able to shop freely. So, if this is not happening to you, maybe they are okay to have around. Even though they don't stop crime. They don't stop crime. But I come in the store, he say, what's up? I said, man, look, y'all been bothering me. You're harassing me. Oh, really? I said, look, man, you know what you and your boys do. You know what you and your boys do without a warrant. Without a warrant. Without a warrant. Washington, D.C. police officers, you know what they do. So then I was about to go shopping. I just pull out my phone to get some of it on tape. So I'm about to go shopping. So then he's talking to the Spanish coworker and a black coworker about me. Why are you as an officer, if I'm wrong, why are you as an officer talking to them about a customer, about an issue? Why you keeping the matter going? Why you ain't finished patrolling the rest of the building? They not closed yet. You got other customers in there and you got to make sure everybody out when they close. You could have been walking around the chip aisle making sure nobody ain't stealing no chips. You could have went around the produce section, make sure nobody ain't stealing no produce. No, you had it on your mind to go talk with them. If I'm wrong, then you're supposed to be right. You're supposed to know what to do and how to handle situations. He started talking to them and I said, look, man, you know, all that he's saying to y'all don't know what's going on. And then at that time, the manager said, oh, you got to get out. I said, I'm buying something. I was walking to buy something. He was talking to them about me. So I said something. Oh, you making a scene. You got to buy something. I said, sir, I understand that. Your officer said something about me after the fact to your coworkers. They not supposed to be talking about me. I'm a customer. I'm buying something. I was walking through the house buying it. So his manager made a big deal. And I give him only small props because I'm giving the police no props. They know what's going on, man. And if I'm wrong, his buddies has been doing this to me, man. The same buddies that work at my goddamn building, man, Claypool Courts, man. They been doing this shit, man. They know what the fuck they doing, man. They got a police officer living there, fucking with people. Not fucking with people who are drug dealers. Fucking with people who are trying to get this shit together, man. Trying to get this shit together, man. They fucking with people purposely, man. With no warrant. No warrant. They fucking with people. I seen the other officer when I was fixing my friend's car. He pulled in, then he pulled off, then he hid behind me and was watching me. That was on another video. You could catch that. I don't have the evidence, but I'm letting you know. But this guy now, if I'm making it up, and I'm wrong, why you gotta talk about me then? Man, I know human nature. You upset, you wanna say something, you wanna defend yourself. You trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. Make it seem like you're right because you're in a moral uniform. Because you're in a professional uniform. You trying to make it seem like you're right and I'm crazy, you know. But I mean, hey, it really has happened, you know. So I mean, it really has happened. So I mean, if he wouldn't have said nothing about me after the fact, I would have been able to buy the items I came in to purchase. And the other one open. The first one open, sir. That one open, sir. That one open. Yeah, that one open. So, you know, I mean, you know, they would have been able to do that. But he's talking to me, talking about me to your black co-workers and your Spanish co-workers. Man, my name ain't got nothing to do with all of that. If it's over with and if I'm wrong. If you're saying I'm wrong, I'm not wrong, man. They have been doing this to me. Washington, D.C. District of Columbia police officers have been doing this to a black male. And actually, on top of that, they're working with the property manager. How does that sound? They're working with the property manager on top of that. On top of that. And you'll say, how is that true? Okay, maybe you might say that's incorrect or that's wrong. But it's accurate. It's fully accurate. Now here he come. Now here he come with some bullshit. Now here he come with some commands. Oh, he about to lock up. You ain't even go upstairs to see who's upstairs because you too goddamn worried about me. Man, y'all terrible, man. Y'all terrible. You terrible, man. You terrible. You breaking all laws. You terrible. You hate black folks that much? Why don't you take out your gun and use it then, man, if it's like that then, man? You don't do that to Chinese citizens. You don't do that to white citizens, man. Fucking with people with their apartment buildings, but you happen to be working here too when they had their own security, man. Man, fess up, man. Wrong is wrong, right is right. Y'all fucking with people, man. Man, real, man, y'all fucking with people, man. Y'all fucking with folks, man. But you try to make it seem like you ain't. Man, y'all fucking with folks, man. Make it seem like you're not, but y'all fucking with people, man. So basically, you know, at the end of the time, I mean, at that point, he had every right to say, you know, hey, you got a X, Y, and Z. Because, you know, this going on. But I'm going to also write corporate. This funny looking motherfucker, too. I was walking. And he was all paying attention to me. When I'm crossing the street, he was paying attention to me. So he pulled in for work. But, you know, I guess he noticing me. He in a suit. Right now, I'm not in a suit. He black, so I guess he figuring out, oh, I'm better than him. Let me look at him. Don't look at me, man. I ain't gay. I mean, you could look all you want, but I ain't did nothing to you. I wouldn't pose no threat to you. But he said something to me like, hey, you're good? I was like, man, I'm just walking. I see you looking at me, you know. You park and then come back out and park. I'm just trying to see, you know, you okay, you know what I'm saying? Then he was like, oh, I just was looking or some shit. Some boy. He said, oh, I'm just paying attention to you. Then he went to this door, his work door, and then he looking on the side. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody about that. I'm not a criminal. I got no rags on or nothing, man. And I don't deem you a criminal, but then I can see how people can confuse the two. I ain't got none of that on, man. Man, people, man, I just don't understand, like, as far as him, though, man. They've been fucking with me. And if it wasn't him, and actually a month ago at the same store, this actually is here is Teeter, at the same store, it was a cop, undercover cop sitting out here with like a police badge in front. It was a beautiful car, old school car. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is a beautiful car, I like this. So then like I went in and bought something, or something, I came back out. I think that's the same day I broke my bag or something, when I was writing down the number of a house for sale. So, you know, then I come out and I start, well, I pull out my camera and start filming it at that point, because I'm saying this is an undercover car. Like, they called them and say he's walking around here. I know they have done that before when I'm going to other areas, other locations. I've seen them do that before. And I've seen the police follow me after I went to those locations to come in an authority-like figure. And then, you know, other people, like, where I'm at, they don't know what's been happening or taking place. And then it's hard to prove. So, I mean, you know, I'm just looking like, this seems interesting that one people come, nothing happened. Then another agency, police agency come, you know, and nothing happened. I said, well, one agency in particular, DC Police, has been fucking with me ever since they beat my ass for checking on my vehicle. Beat my ass checking on my vehicle. I put in a citizen complaint form. And then, you know, the process, you know, I'm not a police officer, and, you know, they don't say they don't give a shit, but they don't really go through any process to penalize anybody. But like, and that particular same night, that police officer didn't have his uniform on. For the most part, for him, every time he's at my apartment building, he always got his uniform on. Yeah, he do. He do. But the other officer, when he beat my ass, when this shit all started from, he didn't have his uniform on that time. So he was messing with me. I tried to go. They had a security company at the time, which was a smart move to break up the two, even though security company, black folks or Americans, they think they police when they have SPO badge, but you're not the police. You don't have the same commands. He has a lot of commandments he can do. A lot of stuff he can do that's in his power as a police officer. Especially police officers don't. But point is, you know, I think I was walking in the house. I did something. They wouldn't allow me in the apartment, saying you don't live here, don't reside here, we're going to lock you up. They assaulted me, then touched me, grabbed me, pushed me, and all this stuff. You know, what can I do with officers? If it was a regular man, I'm going to knock him out. If it's officers, like, you know, you want to, but they officers. What can you do? You can't. So, like, I mean, I go outside. I think I called a wannabe family member, you know. It was kind of late. They had to get up for work. So, I mean, I couldn't bother them. It's my own shit. I'm a man. So, I called them just to let them know what's going on. So, then at that time, they forced me away from the property. When this initially happened at my apartment complex, I went to my vehicle that I had authorization to park at. When I got in the vehicle, you know, they keep messing when they come and look like they pulling out guns. So I had no choice but to call the police on the police. I didn't like to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? I like to stay as far away from these criminal-ass police as possible, man, because they criminal, man. They get an attitude or something, they go do some shit for themselves. They don't always do shit according to the law. They do shit for themselves, and etc. It's a guy named Ship, I believe, on YouTube, white guy, used to work for Baltimore Police Officer Force, and he letting you know that they plant stuff on black males and they hunt black males down for no reason of their own. But if a white guy next block over, you know, they don't mess with him. They're told not to mess with him, particularly pull over black males, abuse their rights, pull them out their car, and do other things to them to get lockups. Like he's explaining some of the stuff that was bad that was going on, and how he said he handled things as a police officer when he had to lock people up, like he would do it if somebody broke the law, but he wouldn't be trying to plan anything on them. But he's told to hunt particularly all black males. He's saying that. I'm not saying. I never was a police officer, so I can't say it. I can assume all day. He even said in his interview, you think black folks are lying when they say that the police do all these things to them? He even said that. Now here come a police officer car riding up right now. Now here come a police officer car riding up right now. What you need to ride up the street for? And then they coming to do that terrorist shit. Now y'all couldn't see him. I saw him coming off I think it's 2 blocks or 3 blocks ahead. I saw them. But they coming to do their little shit. He called in, even though it's no lockup. There's no law broken. I wasn't able to buy something. They said I couldn't buy nothing. The manager, they pushed me off. I was trying to get his name so I can write Harris Teeter. Okay, the manager has the right to do that. Police has the right to enforce those rules. I left off. So what the police coming around in the area for? Why they coming around the area? After the fact, after he sit there in the lobby mad as shit that I'm recording his ass. Mad as shit that I took his badge number down. Mad as shit that I'm gonna write this report on the shit they doing, man. I saw the FBI police officer, whatever the hell he is. He's something special because he's here at the apartment building, then another day he's not. I was walking, you know, and I seen some dudes doing some little grimy shit. So, you know, I was like on my, you know, on point. So, you know, whatever, I'm walking, then out of nowhere, well, no, first it was him. Well, not first, but later on, he came from off a side street. He had a dashiki on. You don't give a shit about no dashiki, brother. Come on, let's be real. I never even wore a dashiki. And you're a police officer. Come on, he got that in there. He was alias. He in a car with different tags. And he got the right to drive and all that. If you ain't bothering nobody or messing with folks no reason, I wouldn't have gave a shit. Like, I never gave a shit when the other lady that lived in this same unit was in there. I didn't care. I mean, to the most part, for me, I didn't see anything bother me. I mean, till I got my ass whooped by the police officer guarding the cars or guarding the people, so to speak. They wasn't guarding nothing. They was fucking with people. So, you know, I mean, at that point, what happened? You know, I didn't pay attention, but like now I'm paying attention because they keep doing stuff. So what my point? I seen him today. He rode down this particular street, then he turned right. He turned right. You know what I'm saying, on this main avenue. But he never. I mean, he don't have to go inside the apartment complex. This is the point. His car wasn't inside the apartment complex when I left, and then he come in the area and he didn't go inside the apartment complex. It's not unusual. That's not unusual. He could be going to meet his girl, do something, just made up his mind to go to the movies. He could be doing anything. But from the type of shit that's been happening, and even words said to me from him, it's kind of hard to believe that he's not doing something else than that, you know? Like, I went back inside the apartment because folks been breaking into my fucking unit. He working as a police officer, and they got police officers watching the property and all that. How the fuck you ain't get to see motherfuckers break into my unit? Y'all not investigating that? I got paperwork on that, police paperwork. I wrote that to the owner. Man, the Hornin brothers are devils, man. They devils. They don't give a shit what's happening with black folks if you write it up. They got other black folks in there acting like the devil, doing all types of shit for the property manager just because. I'm trying to tell you, man, they devils, man. They be fucking with people, writing up shit that you didn't do, not writing up other people that's keeping shit in front of their apartment door like trash. That's against a violation in your lease that you can be sued for court for eviction for. But they don't do that with other people that are following their system. The system of, you know, I don't fucking with who you want to fuck with. Not because they're a criminal. Not because they selling drugs, not because they a terrorist or nothing. Just because they don't like you because the color of your skin. They don't like you because your religion, or they assume what your religion is. And they don't like you because you're a smart black male. Come on, man. Really? Come on, I'm a patriot to America. You know, but y'all not holding up the Constitution. Y'all breaking every rule in the Constitution. I said something about GPS signal. Oh, what GPS signal? A lot of people don't know nothing about that, so it sounds very crazy. And if nothing happening to you, of course that sounds crazy. What do you care for? All the apps, all the fun you can do with your phone? But they can illegally tap into your phone with the tower. I didn't know for a long time. I didn't believe it. I thought it was crazy as well. But on top of what I'm saying, if you don't believe me, well, it's a UDC professor that's very smart and has a lot of degrees behind his name. And he's wrote books about it. Or wrote a book about it. His name right now doesn't come to mind. I got to work on that. I apologize. But, you know, you can't give people peace inside their unit. That wasn't supposed to happen. Because for the most part, he has been he was kind of fair to me once something was taken from me one time, and I was coming from this store with items inside my vehicle to put in my unit. And I was like, look, I can't march 2 or 3 blocks. In DC is no parking. At night is no parking. And then they got street sweeping on over there. That's another talk. But in DC, like any other major city now, there's no parking. DC is overpopulated. And they're building more for more money. I mean, hey, you know, hey, it's a powerful city. It's where the president stays. So, I mean, they're doing that. So, I mean, like, so, you know, he was nice that particular time. Any other officer wouldn't have said, look, go ahead and put your stuff up in there. But, you know, I noticed what they've been doing like a gang, you know, like a gang. And, you know, that don't make any sense. Now this officer on the back end, and see, you see that little Spanish or that little white Chinese lady, she come out of her apartment building right here to come look at me. I told you earlier that dude was all in my face. I didn't do anything. I wasn't like by his car or nothing. I was across the street, and I crossed the street on the whole other side, and he was all doing stuff looking. And I'm like, what the hell? What's up with him? Like, I ain't doing nothing to him. Like, you know what? Like, whatever you doing, got nothing to do with it, you know. And then he, you know, finally say something different. Like, he had her come from back here just to see what the fuck up with me. Now, it's probably cameras back here. I'd be very shocked if it's not cameras back here. This is a beautiful apartment building. But it's like, really? She came out the back and went right back to the front and went inside. Really? These people won't let you breathe. Like, I mean, I ain't did nothing to Slim, man. I swear I ain't cuss him out. I know you probably like, man, you on your rah-rah shit, man. I ain't curse him out. I don't smoke. I don't drink. So I'm not intoxicated. I didn't say anything to this man that works here. He actually ended up going to Teeter to buy some food. Okay. Man, that's cool. That's your supervisor not here. You can do it. Man. But he ended up following me where I was going. You know, after, you know, I wasn't able to buy anything when I saw him. Like, I wish I wouldn't have saw his ass, man. And been able to shop. Because now, shit, I ain't got nothing to eat. Fuck. I ain't got nothing to eat. But, I mean, that's what happened. Washington, D.C., they are following United States citizens. You white people can sit there and make your comments. If you racist or whatever, I mean, y'all get treated better than black folks for the most part. I mean, somebody with a whole bunch of money that's black, you'd be like, whatever, they not doing to me. Or even a black person that's indigent, that's in poverty or whatever. Like, if it's not happening to you or they letting you get away with whatever, of course you're not going to think about, like, fuck what he talking about. But this is the thing. When white folks and other nationalities allow this to happen to black citizens, that taxpayers and innocent taxpayers, it's only a matter of time, if it's not already happening now that I'm not aware of, that they're going to start moving this Hitler type of fascist behavior towards y'all in some type of way. I don't know which type of way, and probably most likely the same way. Most likely the same way, or taking away some type of civil liberty that you are qualified for, that you are supposed to have. I don't know, man. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I believe it's true. Like, I hope, I mean, I guess, I mean, you know. But I don't know, that's what happened, man. Today's Sunday. Man, let me get the full date. 2018, the beginning of August. Sunday, well, it's Monday now, August 6, 2018, but Monday, August the 5th, 2018, 12:15 a.m. And that's what's taking place. On top of that, this is a week removed from the property manager taking me to court for some shit I didn't even fucking do. She hasn't let me sleep. The police there haven't let me rest either and enjoy the property with full peace. She sued me for some non-payment of rent bullshit. And then didn't have, you know, when you go to court in the beginning, the judge tell you the rules. And then he allows attorneys to talk and look at this sheet to tell you all the tenants that were summoned to come to court but are now dismissed from the hearing of that date. Mine was on the, let me see, was that the 27th or something of July? Something like that. I gotta look at the paperwork. But I was there. Didn't get no sleep the night before. I wasn't able to attend work. I wasn't able to. Later on, I had a class to enhance my skills. This class is real estate class. I wasn't able to go to it and attend it because of this situation. And that's what happened. And it's just a week removed from that, and then I seeing him. And I saw him when I went to go buy barbering equipment in Southeast Washington, D.C. And I confused it with Northeast because it's like right across the street from Northeast. And I saw him here and there. And then if he gets a job here and he's working a lot, I mean, wow, he's a hero, right? He's doing what he gotta do as a man. But they've been fucking with me, man, and I had to allow y'all to see that. I mean, you didn't really see anything, but I had to say something to y'all on camera. They've been fucking with me in United States, D.C., and haven't done shit wrong, and my rights are being violated, and they're not even paying attention or handling my American constitutional rights. The defensive line blocking my pursuit of happiness. Now he just left and spent around the corner. He just left. I just saw his car. Okay. Who the hell want to see that many goddamn police? Come on, give me a break. Nobody fucking holds this beautiful Harris Teeters up for to steal money from it or something, or they don't fucking come with no gun here. They don't do it. This is a very prominent area right here, uptown. They don't do that. So I don't get like you need the police. Now that's their say to do, but security was a lot more better. I mean, because they will follow you around anyway. I mean, anytime any security or police officer figure, no matter what color they are, and y'all Uncle Toms act like you don't know. Maybe you don't pay attention. Maybe the streets don't pay attention, and y'all Uncle Toms, maybe you do get treated better. Maybe that just don't happen to you. But white folks, when you walk into any store, it don't matter how downtrodden the white person look to how professional the white person look. And I know more professional look can up your chances. Only when you fucking black. They don't fucking follow you around the store. They don't do it. But for blacks, they do. So I remember last time the last guy here, I mean, it's his job, but he followed me all around and shit. I mean, I didn't look suspicious or anything. I just was like coming to get me some food, He was looking at me, eyeballing me and all this shit. So, I mean, hey, that's what they do. That's what they train to do. Okay. But the police or the security companies, they don't randomly just follow white people around. Alright, well, I'm out, you know what I'm saying? It don't mean shit, but I used to do security work. I never was a police officer. The way the motherfuckers act, I never want to be a fucking police officer. They always attack you, beat you up, or do something against you, like you're a black male, like they fucking hate you, like you have American flag in your car because you love the country. Like they don't care nothing about that. Like they gotta look for something and do it in an unconstitutional way to violate all your rights. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna write it up that him and I don't have the other guy badge number. I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna write up that they have been doing a lot of behaviors to me. Now, what they gonna do is when I write that up as a citizen complaint, whatever name it is, I might say it wrong, district attorney or something like that, they're gonna intimidate me. Best believe that. They're gonna call, they're gonna knock on my door. Well, not just call, they're supposed to call, but they're gonna make an unannounced visit and threaten me and try to act, they're gonna act like I called them there and I'm snitching on somebody. Or they're gonna try to force into my house. They did that last time when I got beat up. They did not say, look, can you come down here, can we call you this time to schedule, so-and-so. They didn't do that. But between the property manager purposely messing with me, she also has these guys doing something because they work in my building. That's another reason why DC police should not work at, if you're going to work at work at stores, you shouldn't work at apartment complexes. Because if he's a good officer as he claiming to be, they know what's going on. When they feel itchy the way they train to hate black males and to say, okay, black males, they're not Jewish, they don't have their money, we don't respect them, we teach everybody to hate them with all the movies and news, and people do, and then for the most part, some of us act like fools. I mean, it's true. Yeah, okay, that's true. You got me there, but you can't admit that some police officers, no matter what color, does break rules and are violating citizens' rights, civil liberties and rights. But y'all don't enforce them, so we look, like it don't exist. Also, kill the messenger. This is going way over my head, but they did shit like this to him. More cops following him, threatening him, and he looked like he was crazy. He the one that told the world and great white people that live like, in the society. He told them that, our great government planted crack in our neighborhoods, like we're citizens of America. He did that and he paid a price for it. Like, I mean, if Al Snowden saying they watching you and then that's not a conspiracy theorist and it's not right, or it is a conspiracy theorist, or it is a lie. I'm telling you that I didn't know that they do this, but they're in subsidized buildings, following you, harassing you. And if a property manager do anything illegal, the property manager can further have them do things that are not in the Constitution or not in tenant-friendly landlord rights to do to United States citizens. Y'all talk about the President Trump. Yeah, he a president. 45, whatever, he the president. But y'all don't talk about other things that are happening. President Obama don't talk about that. Hillary Clinton don't talk about that. But we can talk about President Trump. Now, all that is probably true, but I'm just saying, you got citizens being steamrolled out here, and they're aiming to grab skills and all of this, and ain't nobody doing nothing to correct their actions. How can you take somebody to court for something they didn't do and continue to do that and still have a job? How can a police officer without a warrant continue to follow the Google smartphone signal of a cell phone through the towers? They have that technology. They can do your Bluetooth and a lot of other things that I'm not sure they can do. They can do it without a warrant. And they have done it. There's been cases that they have done it. So, I mean, I don't know. All right. That's what happened. God bless America. But I guess, they just hate black people. Washington, D.C. 2018, August, the 5th? Yeah.